What's going on? Two-Face. Make sure this stuff is. Hold on for a minute. Make sure this is on here good so it won't be stopping. I'm laying down right now. I wasn't gonna go live, but I decided I will go live so I can share a few thoughts. What's going on, everybody? Everybody, where you checking in from? Let me know where you checking in from. Let me know where you checking in from. Can you hear me okay? Or do I need to put these on? Microphone check 1 2. Can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Chi-Town in the house. Tennessee. Loud and proud. Alrighty. All right. Man, I know I always talk about the good because I'm a positive person. Okay. But one thing that I do want to do is I want to share some other parts of, trucking that many people may not know about. Mo Miles, what's going on? Roy Fredericks, what's up? Fort Lauderdale in the house, headed to West Memphis. All right. But yeah, I want to share another part about trucking that everybody don't know. And a lot of times you can't prepare for something that you don't know about. And so I want to tell you about the good, the bad, and the ugly of trucking. And share some advice and some insight with you guys, especially for new drivers, people who's not even they may not be an independent owner operator yet. They may just be a company driver, or they may be thinking about getting into trucking. But I want to share some of that info. But everybody, before we get started, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or something. Give me a thumbs up. I like to see those thumbs up. I got 16 people on here right now. It'd be good if I could have 16 thumbs ups. And make sure you share the video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share this with some different people who may be thinking about going and getting their own truck or whatever. And I tell people, and you know what? This is one thing I do tell people all the time. If I would have known about, truck drivers and the amount of money and the freedom and the possibilities that was in trucking, I probably wouldn't have went to school, wouldn't have went to college, and basically, messed around time and different things like that. I wouldn't have been trying to figure out. I would have did this much earlier than what I'm doing it now. And one thing too is I don't want to tell people. One reason why I don't go out and be boasting about one reason why I don't go out and tell people a lot of negative stuff is because a lot of people, hold on, somebody called. All right, so a lot of people, man, that's all they focus on. They focus on it now. I'm finna turn this Bluetooth off. Yeah, so a lot of people, man, that's all they focus on. They only focus on the negative. I mean, they're like, man, I wouldn't get a truck if I was you, because you're going to have to do this and you're going to have to do that. And you're going to have to do this and you're going to have to do that. And you got to pay this and you got to pay that. And you got to make sure you can do this and do that. Well, you know what? Man, at the end of the day, I know I'm going to have to go ahead and sit up for this. But, oh, buddy. Can I put this at? Well, I can just hold it. Hold on. Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, a lot of people say I wouldn't do that if I was you, and I wouldn't do that if I was you, and you better make sure you do this, and you do have to make sure that you're doing your due diligence and that you're doing what you're supposed to do. You know, um, you're counting the cost and everything, but a lot of people too will count the cost and let that scare them out of something that could potentially take them to another level in life. And so you shouldn't be so scared of something, or um, be so down upon something, or talk down upon something so much that it scares you from really going after what you really want to go after. Okay. And I got a couple of stories I want to share with you guys today about different situations, scenarios, and stuff. But when it comes to the good, man, the good is, I mean, it's amazing. You hear it on my all the time. If you don't hear it on my channel, go back and look at some different videos and stuff like that, because I'm always talking about the good. But there are some bad times, but the bad times are not like what they used to be like. Because I remember when I was a company driver, when it was bad, but when it was good, it was real good. But when it's bad, it's real bad. And so, but also I had to change my mind and start thinking, you know what? It won't always be like this. I gotta just put in the work that I gotta put in now. And so now, I don't call stuff bad times. I said that in the title because a lot of people can relate to bad before they can relate to good. If I tell you something bad is about to happen, we'll believe that before we believe something good is gonna happen in our life. And so the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you hear about the good a lot of times, especially from my channel. There are some character building days. That's what I like to call them, character building days. There are character building days that you will have when you're in trucking. There are times when you're gonna come upon a lot of money, and you may have like a awesome week. Then the next week may be like not so good, and then you may come across another awesome week, and then the next week you may not even make nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just depends. And so that's why you have to plan accordingly, and you got to stack your money, and you can't just spend every single penny that you get. And I know people like that now. They still, they're out here, driving trucks. They're an independent owner operator, and man, they spend everything that they get like they have a check or something. Like they can always go back to work. Like they don't have to work on their equipment. Like they don't have to do any pre-trip. I mean, any preventative maintenance and stuff like that. Like in my truck right now, like I've been saving for particular things to be done in my truck, because I'm a type of person, I like to change out different things. And I was talking to this one lady, and she was telling me, if she hadn't changed it out, in her mind, it means that it hadn't been changed out. And that's kind of like how I am too. And so a lot of people say, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, I'm not gonna give it a chance to break. And so if I see something need to get fixed, I'm gonna go get this fixed, Like, I'm about to put some new brakes on my truck. I'm gonna get all the hoses changed out. I'm gonna get the what else did I say I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get all the battery terminals, the battery cables or whatever. I'm gonna get all that stuff changed out, and that stuff is gonna cost money. I'm gonna get if you may see something, and a lot of this stuff you can do yourself, but your struts, your shocks, and change that stuff out. I'm gonna change all that stuff out, and a lot of this stuff, it takes money. Some of the stuff you can't do by yourself unless you had the machine. If you got machines do it, like I got to get my air condenser fixed or changed, and so I'm gonna put a new air condenser in here. But I'm gonna need I'm gonna need that, the little machine or whatever to put the Freon back in the truck and to measure it and stuff like that. So guess what? I'm not gonna be able to do that by myself. So I'm gonna need a machine to be able to do that. So because I want my stuff to be done right. I'm like this right here. It don't cost much to go the extra mile. Like that old saying, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure or something. I don't know. Anybody know it? Put it on there. But anyway, yeah, man. I was talking to here go one of my stories right here. Back in the summer, I had a guy that I was talking to, and he would call me on the phone, and he got on with Landstar. And when he got on with Landstar, I'm not gonna share no names or nothing like that. But when he got on with Landstar, his truck was he did pre-trips and stuff like that. His truck was running pretty good. He took a week off or something like that. When he took a week off for 4th of July, came back, and the next week, his truck the motor blew in his truck. And when the motor blew in his truck, it was crazy because hold on. All right. Yeah, it was crazy when the motor blew in his truck because it was like they told him that he was gonna have to pay like all this money. And it ended up being like $36,000. And it's like, whoa, $36,000 to fix the truck. I mean, to fix the motor and all that other stuff. And man, that was crazy. So he had called me and was like, he been out of work for like 7 or 8 weeks. It might have been longer than that, 7, 8, 9 weeks, something like that. But it was a long time, and he had called me and he was like, yeah, man, my truck, I had to get my truck fixed, and he was up in Pennsylvania, and white smoke just started going off, and I was like, man. And the thing is, he just started. And so, man, that's one of your ugliest situations right there. That don't happen to everybody, but it happens. That's one of the things right there. You hope it don't happen to you, but you gotta prepare yourself and hope that it don't happen, and just be in preparation and stuff too. Because when I left I started in like December of 07. And so when I started in December of 07, and he wasn't even 1 year old yet. Yeah, he wasn't even one yet. So when I left, he wasn't even walking. And guess what? When I came back, he was walking. And I was gone like 2 months. I left and went to learn to drive trucks. And that was like 3 weeks. And then we had to take off a week because it was snowing. And then I had to go out with a trainer because I was with Central Refrigeration. That's where I got my stuff from. That's how I learned how to drive out in Salt Lake City, Utah. So I was out there for like a month, and then had to go on the road. I didn't get back home to like February. I think it was like February the 2nd or 3rd. Man, it was crazy. And so, when you coming out here and you getting on the road, and let's say you may be a first timer and you're just now getting on the road, man, hey, a lot of people are not going to be able to handle being gone from home that long. And I was just talking to like one of my cousins. One of my cousins just started driving. He just started driving trucks like a few months ago. I think he'd been driving like 6 or 7 months. Well, the company that he was with was lying to him, telling him, you know how companies say, you ask them, hey, do you got a route right here? You got a route right here? And they say, yeah, we got routes right there. We got routes in the Southeast, because he wanted to stay in the Southeast. Said, yeah, we got routes in the Southeast. Guess what? They did have routes in the Southeast, but they wasn't about to give him no route in the Southeast. And so they had him going all up in the snow, places he didn't want to drive to, and things like that. So you really got to do your when it comes to getting a truck and stuff like that. I had like this what was that? Yeah, last year I was on this taking this load, and I was an independent owner operator with Landstar. And so I was I was taking this load from Texas, and on the way back, the red light on my truck came on. I was like, man, what is that? And yeah, come to find out, I had like a pinhole in my radiator. So I was like, well, and antifreeze was leaking out. And so I was like, man, I need to see what I can do to get this thing fixed. So I took another couple of loads or whatever, and when I took the other loads, I thought I had fixed the thing, but come to find out, it was pinholes all over the thing. So it was cracks on the side and stuff like that, which I couldn't see it with the natural eye because it was like little razor cuts or whatever. So I was like, man, I need to get this thing fixed. And so thank God I had a way to, get myself fixed. Because a little bit of stuff like that right there, like when you're just starting and you're just starting to be an owner operator, a little bit of stuff like that can put you out of business. And so you want to be to the point to where you're saving money, to where you're talking with different individuals. Because man, what I do too, I surround myself with older people, okay, especially older mechanics, people that they may not, we may not do the same thing, but we're in trucking, and a lot of these older guys, man, they'll show you how to do stuff, teach you how to do stuff, and it'll be cheaper. Just because you got the money, just don't mean, hey, go out and just spend it on the highest thing you can get. If you can get a deal on something, go get a deal on something, because the thing that you just save the money on, guess what? You can use that same thing right there to be able to put you to get another part or something like that. And sometimes I said what I was going to do is start just, I'm going to start just going like the Freightliner and getting a couple of parts, because a lot of times, man, these parts for these trucks, they don't be that much. The parts for the trucks are not that much. So if you can go get the parts, sometimes they may just be a couple of $100, maybe. A lot of times they under $500. It's that labor. It's the labor. So if you can find you a good mechanic, or find you some older buddies or somebody who been out here longer, like talk to them, let them know what's going on with it, with your truck, or if it's a certain sound you hearing or something like that, let them know what's going on. And when you let them know what's going on, somebody may say, hey, look, you know what, I had that same problem, man. Hey, you check this right here. Let me see. When I press the brakes, my truck go to the right or something, or my steering wheel is vibrating. Well, do you need is that something with your front end, or is it something? Do you need an alignment, or what? Do you got some screws loose? I mean, like what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, people that got the same type of truck you do, they're gonna run into some of the similar problems that you run into. Okay, but I would tell you this too, because when I first got my truck and I was looking around for a truck and different things like that, I was trying to figure out, like, man, like, what can I do and where can I go to get me a truck? And finally got me a truck, and then when I got some different, I would see, like, I got a 2012 Freightliner Cascadia DD15, okay? And so I would be at the truck stops or whatever, and I would be telling people, I would be at truck stops or whatever and be like in a fuel line or whatever, or at the fuel down, and I'll see if somebody had a DD15, and I would be asking different people that I seen, because when you're talking to L Boogie, L Boogie don't meet no strangers, and so I would be talking to different people about the trucks that they had and what problems that they ran into and different stuff like that. You want me to tell you what they said? Well, I'm going to tell you right after this. I want to tell you, if you're looking at coming to Landstar, and if you want, if you really want to, grow your business, or you want to become an independent owner operator, I want to tell you right now, go ahead and give the GAD agency a call, the Crossing Agency. You can call them at 844-899-7919. If you go back and look at some of my other videos that I put out, I got their number on there. So 844-899-7919. If you're thinking about coming to Landstar, you're thinking about getting you a truck, you're thinking about becoming an independent owner-operator with Landstar, I'm telling you right now, make them your first call. Go ahead and build that relationship. Come on in through them. Let them help you through the process so that you can get on in here, and so that you can become an independent owner operator with Landstar. And so their number again is 844-899-7919. Okay, so man, I will be at the I will be at where would I be at? I'd be at the truck stops, and I would see people that had, you know, Freightliner Cascadias with the DD15 logo on the side of the truck, and I would ask them like, "Hey man, how your truck holding up?" And one person was like, one person would be like, also if you have any questions, go ahead and write your questions out and different things like that. And then also for the people that's on here, go ahead, if you have like a good, a bad, or ugly experience, I want put those down in the comment section. I'm gonna read them off after the I'm gonna read off the comments after I finish with what I'm talking about. And so if you got a good, a bad, or ugly experience that you can put down in the comment section, go write it down in the comment section, and you know, share it with us, because trucking is not all good, trucking is not all bad, trucking is not all ugly. And so if you've had a good, or bad, or ugly experience, hey, share it with us. But anyway, I will be at the truck stop, and while I'm at the truck stop, I will be looking for people who have Freightliner Cascadias with DD15s, and I will ask them, "Hey, look, man, how your truck running?" And I will ask, you know, everybody, you know, women, men, yeah, man, you know, everything good, man, except I got this right here going on. You know, they'll be like, "Yeah, man, the DPF system, man, you know, booger, man, you know," and then somebody else say, "Yeah, man, everything good except that DEF." And then another person, I asked another person, and I did this for like a month and a half, 2 months. I asked another person, "Hey man, how your truck holding up?" And they said, "Yeah man, everything good except for the, you got to watch out for the one box, or you got to watch out for this, or you got to watch out for that. You know, you got to watch out for all this stuff." And pretty soon, man, after you know, going to truck stops and filling up and talking to different people and different things like that, and I'm on here and I'm looking online, I'm in these Facebook groups, and I'm looking, trying to figure out what should I look out for and different things like that. You know, at the end of the day, I got to the point to where I was like, man, like I shouldn't even bought no truck, because everybody is telling me that, you know, the oil system is bad, the antifreeze is bad, this is bad, that is bad. Everybody telling me that everything is bad on the truck. The electrical system is bad, the DEF, the DPF, the motor bad, you know, the engine, the coolant, everything is bad on the system. And I was like, you know what, man, I shouldn't even bought no truck. And it got me to the point to where I was just like, man, forget this. I don't even want to be in trucking. Like, why did I buy this truck if all this stuff is gonna go wrong? But then, at the same time, I had to change my mind. I changed my mindset, and I said, you know what? I said, you know, this stuff, yeah, it may go wrong with them, but all this stuff, it ain't finna go wrong with me. And so, you know, I just had to get crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell, you know, I'm one of those type of people. I speak positive. I speak in faith. You know, I speak to my truck, and you know, I believe my truck is gonna run, and you know, run good, and you know, I believe my truck is gonna, you know, not give me all those crazy problems that it gives everybody else. You know, and I just believe that. But what I did was I stopped listening to what everybody else was saying about the truck and stuff like that, because you know, when you hear stuff like that, you expect stuff to go wrong. And the thing that you think on and expect to go wrong and stuff like that, guess what? You create that with your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And so you start creating stuff with your thoughts and stuff like that. Then you figure out, hey man, why I blow a head gasket? Hey man, why did this happen? And I was thinking about that the other day. Well, you listen to what somebody else tell you about your truck and what your truck was gonna do, and then you believed it, and now you think that be like that too. And it don't have to be like that. There can be different that you can have different results than everybody else. I don't talk to people who say, man, I just done had problems out of this truck. I just done had problems over with this DEF system. I done had problems with the motor. Well, guess what? I haven't, and so I'm thankful for that. And so and I've also talked to a few individuals say, you know what, man, I got one truck, and this truck right here, I done probably spent $50,000 in 1 year on this one truck, on repairs and stuff. No, $20,000 in 1 year on just repairs and stuff. But this other truck right here, I just spent probably about $3,000 just on preventative maintenance. That's all, like oil changes and changing fluids and flushes and different things like that. I just done spent about $3,000 this whole year on this one truck. And so it just depends. Like I tell people all the time, hey, take care of your truck, and your truck will take care of you. Also, here's another PSA announcement, man. Last week, and I was gonna do this, but last week, 2 weeks ago, I was like kind of like under the water, and I was like stopped up or whatever. But man, I'm telling you, everybody listen up right now. Even if you could tell, if you can go and tell some other people about this, go tell some other people about this. And that is, stop, look and listen. Hey, look. 2 weeks ago, I'm in one of these terminals, one of these offices, and I'm looking at the news, and I see where these 3 siblings get hit by motorists trying to pass a bus. And it kind of broke my heart because the lady, the family, they lost all 3 siblings just like that in the morning. It was twin brothers and 1 sister, and it's all because people are passing the buses. People are not seeing them, or people are going too fast, and they got the arm. The bus have its arm out and different things like that. And then I think that was up north. Then down south to like Mississippi, somebody else got hit by another child got hit by a bus. And man, hold on for a bit. Yeah, so somebody else got hit by a bus. Another child got hit by a bus. So man, we really got to slow it down out there, man. We really got to be vigilant. We really got to be paying attention because, man, I've heard about too many kids in the last 2 weeks that's getting hit by people that's trying to go around these buses and stuff and trying to, they're not paying attention. And a lot of people, we're distracted because we're on the phone and different things like that. And, even if you're talking on the phone or listening to the radio or eating food, that's a distraction. Anything is a distraction that when you're not, anything is a distraction when you're not, focused on the road and just doing that solely, just focused on driving. Even you could be distracted, even, without listening to the radio or whatever. Just have things in your mind playing on and stuff like that. So just pay attention to the road, man, because, too many children are dying because people are not paying attention to what's going on. So yeah, man, let's pay attention to what's going on so that we so that we can avoid hurting somebody, hurting ourselves, killing somebody, messing up property and different things like that. Another thing too is, a lot of these four-wheelers that's out here, people that drive cars and stuff like that, I know it's bad in Atlanta. But man, in Atlanta, man, a lot of people, man, like when you turn on the radio, all you hear is, hey, I'm lawyer such and such for the people, and what I do is, if you see a big truck and they hit you or they sideswipe you, I can get you $1 million and $1.2 million. Hey, such and such got me $4 million because a big truck hit me, and so, it's a marketing ploy, but they got all this stuff on the media and they got all this stuff on radio and stuff like that. When you turn it on, guess what? Now everybody, they're trying to get in front of you, press on the brakes right quick, and they got scams and stuff going on, so they're trying to get in front of you, press the brakes right quick and stuff like that. And so what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready. I don't have a dash cam yet, but I'm getting ready to get one. I don't know how many people out there got dash cams. How many people out there got dash cams? What's going on, Calvin? Calvin Leaks, what's going on? Hey, look, if y'all, everyone, make sure you go follow Calvin Leaks. Go look at his channel. He got some real informative stuff on his channel. Also, Just Mario. Make sure you follow him too. Just Mario. What's going on, Chris Wizanet? Mo Miles, what's going on? Gregory, Jason, Kenny, Lester, Mo. Yeah, but anybody got a does anybody have dash cams that you suggest? I know a partner of mine was telling me to get one with Wi-Fi, and so that's what I'm thinking about getting. But whatever camera that you suggest, hey, put it down in there. Put it down in the comment section. So that yeah, put your camera, put the camera down in put the camera that you have down in the comment section. I'm about to get me another camera, I'm about to get me a camera, a dash cam, so that because it's so much stuff going on, man. People running in front of people and stuff, and putting on the brakes real quick, and just trying to get a quick lawsuit, trying to get paid real quick, and they promote mess. They promote mess. So and also too, I'm not trying to get no camera that. I don't need no camera that goes on my truck and trailer because I pull different trailers and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to get no whole big setup like that because I done seen people, man, they got trucks, they got cameras like they got in the school bus. They got them on the. One thing I would like to have though is one of I seen this on an RV and they got it like on the mirror, like at the bottom of the mirror. It's like built into the mirror. I would love to have a camera like that. But if it's anybody out there and any sponsors that's looking at this video right here and you want to send me a camera, make sure that you hit me up at Cothran Logistics, COTHRAN logistics@gmail.com, and we can work out the details. You can send me a few cameras and I can review them for you. But yeah, so let's go over these. Let's go over and see what everybody is talking about in the comment section. You got any questions or anything like that? You got anything you want me to answer? Go ahead and drop it down. I'm about to answer a few questions. L Boogie, what's going on? I'm blessing the Lord, highly favored, excited about Jesus, excited about the word of God. My cup is running over, and I still want some more. How about you? Woo-hoo! Yeah, but anyway, I got the windows down. I bet the people beside me like this nut over here is going crazy. Trucking is all I ever wanted to do since age 5. I found it all my life. My dad drives, uncles, and 2 brothers. I taught my oldest son 12. Y'all must live in the country. Two-Face, y'all must live in the country. My youngest son is next. I heard that. I go to orientation for Landstar Monday the 26th. Hey, cool beans, man. Christopher, make sure you call GAD 844-899-7919 even before you go to before you even go to orientation. Hey, go ahead and call them. Call them tomorrow. And see if it's anything else that you need to do. See how they can help you through the process. And they also have loads also, so make sure you hit them up. Landstar was a decent company to start with. They do help you get things rolling. Yeah, they do help you get things rolling. And I tell people like this right here, like that you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like even like I know a lot of people, all of us, everybody talk about Swift. I seen hey, I'm gonna tell you, my boy Calvin, that dude is a clown, man. Hey. This dude be putting up some funny stuff, man. But anyway, I seen something he had on his page the other day, and it was a Swift trailer, and then another trailer. It was a Swift truck and trailer, and then another truck and trailer. It had Jesus Christ on the trailer, painted on. With a big sticker on the trailer, man. And then it showed it before, and it showed it after, man. It's like, hey. But everybody got to start somewhere, man. When it comes, I know we all talk about Swift and Warner or whoever, or Prime, or who's the other one? CR England. I know we all talk about them, but somebody got to start somewhere. So we all had to start somewhere. So, man, big ups to that right there. Landstar was a decent company. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's why I was talking about this. Yeah. So you got to start somewhere. And even if you're looking to get your own authority, Landstar is still a place where you can start, where you can learn to talk to the agents, learn to talk to the brokers, learn how to build relationships. And, and then you can, hold on. Yeah, learn how to build relationships and learn how to handle your money. Learn how to, you can be building your business credit and your personal credit and everything at the same time, while you're learning things from Landstar. So, yeah. So they do get it. Lester Sykes, what's going on, Broham? Kenny Tatum, the only problem I had with my truck is depth issues. Hey, and I'm going to tell you like this right here, even when you have issues, find a good mechanic. Even if you find a good buddy at Freightliner, find a good mechanic that'll be able to help you out and help you, help you do God. I've heard, like, with the deaf issues, man, that you can spend $10,000 looking for something, that's wrong with the thing, and the part that need to be changed out all along was $50, but you done spent $10,000 trying to change out everything because it keeps sending, these sensors go out and they'll send a code and nothing be really wrong with it. And you hit a bump and then you got something that comes on the thing. You got something that comes on the bump or something, and, something, alert pop up or a code pop up. And you take it to Freightliner, they be like, ain't nothing wrong with it. Well, why the check engine light on? I don't know. So, you got to just be careful, man, and just, if you can find you a good mechanic too, if you can find you a good mechanic that's going to be able to help you out and work with you and know your trucks like the back of their hands, and they're really for you and they're not for you taking to the you taking the truck in. Now you don't took the truck in for a thing and then they don't went over there and messed up something else. And now, just so they can get some more money out of you, find you somebody that's good, that's really good, that's really going to help you out and treat their trucks like their own trucks. Because, having repeat customers and things like that right there, that's better than having a one-time customer. And a lot of people don't understand that. If you can constantly get my business, that's better than just getting my business one time. You know what I'm saying? Because you may just get my business one time and it may be $1,000 job. It may be a $500 job. But if you constantly get my business, over the course of time, I might be done spent $15,000 with you with one truck. You know what I'm saying? You never know. And a lot of people, we got to start thinking like that. So, yeah. Calvin Leaks, yo. I love my brand new Freightliner with the DD15. No issues, with 41,000 miles on it. Getting 7.9 to 8.2 miles per gallon, running 65 to 68 on cruise. Hey, cool beans, man. Keep that money, Jason. Keep that money. Average weight per load is 37,500. Man, that's pretty good right there. Someone ran a light in Detroit and slammed into the side of my truck. I was down for 3 months. Whoa. Now, this one of the good, the bad, and the ugly things that I told somebody to talk about. And so, Gregory Torian is talking about somebody ran a light in Detroit and slammed into the side of my truck. I was down for 3 months, and because Michigan is a no-fault state, my insurance had to pay and didn't compensate me for my downtime. Man, that's crazy, son. Jeez. Now, that's the ugly right there. That right there have you...
Brother, yeah, he's telling you have to move the trailer on this side.
He told me to well.
Yeah,
hold on for a minute.
The door and he told me to tell you.
Tell him to move it well?
Huh?
He said move it well?
Move this side on the left side.
To 39?
Yeah.
Where am
no,
I?
No, I mean, the way you trailer it is, you have to move to on this side.
Oh, move to the right a little bit?
Yeah, on the left side.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, the right side. Are you talking about the right side a little bit, or not doing 40, right?
No, just come here a little bit on the right side.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, so I'm finna have to move this trailer, but let me go through a little bit some more before I have to move. Hey Chris, took a month to approve the work, another to do the work, and one more to pay out. Good God Almighty, that's crazy. Greg, is that the only state that has that kind of insurance? Street Score said. LB, what's going on, Robert J88? I know you saw Daniel's video on Accident Landstar. It was kind of BS on his part, not giving Landstar any notice, just up and quit. Hey, well, I don't know about that. I seen a little bit of I seen the video, but you know, I really didn't see it like that. But get the Falcon i3 camera system, 2 for the side mirrors and 1 front facer. Oh, that's dope right there. I need to check that out. Falcon i3. Get a GoPro. That's what I'm using. Okay, cool. I'm good. I had one, but it messed up, so I used my old phone. When I get a certain area, I hear Falcon Eye. Hey, you know what? I bought an app on my phone, and that thing, it does pretty good. And I was using my Note 4. I got a Note. Jeez. Yeah, I got a Note 4, and I was using that Note 4. And so, but I'm about to stop. But I'm about to, you know, do it. Aruba runner. L Boogie, got to go get a dash cam. Yeah. Hey, L Boogie, how long does it take from start to finish when you go to Landstar? It just depends on you a lot of times. But I tell people, you know, give it 2 weeks to a month, you know, because I could have been, I think it took me like 2.5 weeks. Hold on a minute, man.
He wants you to move the trailer on this side.
Oh, to 40.
Yeah, a little bit on this side.
Okay.
Right there. That's what I was saying. He's right there.
All right. Okay. Yeah, man, they don't. Let me put on my shoes. But I'm looking. What? Yeah, about 2.5 weeks. Just say a month, just depending on. I'm looking at a Volvo 07 pre-def, not California compliant. Will I be able to make plenty of money not going to California? Yeah, I've been making plenty of money not going to California, but it's plenty of freight out in California right now too. And so, which I didn't even know that till a couple of buddies told me. I think about 3 people done told me that California freight, that West Coast freight is moving. And so, yeah. So, I'm going to holler at y'all, man. I got to move this trailer. Holler at your boy when you see me in the street.